Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. In the last episode, we got here to Angry Aztec and we picked up a couple of golden bananas for Diddy, but we didn't do much with Donkey. So, in this episode, we're going to be picking up right here at the foot of what I like to call the Llama Palace, or Llama Temple. And, we're going to be using, first off, we're going to be grabbing those bananas, because those are bugging me. Then we're going to go up and, use this, barrel blast pad. Now to fire the barrel blast, most of these are automatic in this level, but to fire it you can press B or Z, it doesn't matter. The controls are extremely simple, all the barrels move by themselves. You know, it's just a matter of pulling the trigger at the right time. Go ahead and fly through this star. Now this is one of those instances where the minigame doesn't give you a golden banana or any other bananas, but without it you honestly cannot progress through the rest of the level, and indeed the rest of the game. Oh, thank you. All I've got is this old banana. Take it. I'm all for home. So we freed the llama, and the llama dropped a golden banana for us. And at the same time, he's made 4 switches spawn on the outside of his temple. One on each side. I believe there's 4. Let me check this side real quick. Nope, there's 3. My bad. So there's only 3 Kongs that can actually get inside the Llama Palace, Llama Temple. We're running a little low on coconuts and other ammunition, I noticed, so I'm going to slide down here, just run around the outside. Each of these ammo boxes holds 5 shots, so as long as you can find a place where there's plenty of them, you shouldn't have a problem with running out of ammo all that often. So we're going to have to get back to... I'm going to go grab that golden banana where the llama was. Go ahead and run back there real quick using the banana warps. The banana warps are a fantastic invention. They're kind of like the warp pads in Banjo-Tooie. Rare realized that once the level starts getting big enough, running around in it, like, non-stop, you know, just having to go from one end to the other, especially if you have to do a lot of backtracking, gets really boring. So, yeah, inventing those things like warp pads and banana ports was brilliant. But anyway, I'm actually not going to go to the Llama Palace, Llama Temple quite yet. I'm going to want to come back into this tunnel that we came in. This is the very entrance to the level. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some more crystal coconuts and then use the Strong Kong barrel right here. This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding down Z and pressing left C. So yeah, as long as you're in this form, you're actually invincible. But you can't get your guns out, you can't do anything like that, and you can only... There's actually a set radius for it. You can't really wander around the entire level like this. Anyway, we kill that guy, grab that blueprint, run around back here, grab some bananas. We already have 65 of Donkey's bananas. We're well on our way to finishing this level of Donkey already. So go ahead and press Z and left C to cancel that move, save our crystal coconuts, and we'll head right on back here. Yeah, Strong Kong is actually, it could potentially be a game-breaking ability because obviously it makes you invincible for as long as your crystal coconuts last. The thing of it is, though, oh, that's Diddy's balloon. The thing of it is that the range is very limited. It sucks out crystal coconuts almost as fast as the jet barrel does. And the kicker, it's only used, at most, 5 times in this game. It's not even used in every level. It's just used every once in a while whenever they feel like it. So we'll go ahead and go on into the Llama Temple here. Head on inside. Hey, who's this fellow? Who's there? Can you come in here and give me a hand? Well, I think that's one of our Kong friends, but I don't recognize him, at least not right off the bat. Not like Diddy. Okay, so this is the introduction to a new enemy in here. Purple claptraps. These guys are going to be a pain in your butt through the entire game. They aren't plentiful, and usually when they're around, there's only comes in alone or in pairs. But the only way you can kill them, they're kind of like those big orange guys. The only way that you can kill them is by hurling orange grenades at them. Anything else that you try to use on them will just bounce off and won't hurt them at all. So we got this thing to do up here, but we can't do that yet. So we're gonna have to come around to this side instead. There are some things in this area that we're going to have to... What's that sound? What's that? That, my friends, is actually a banana fairy. Remember I pointed out to you Banana Fairy Island at the very beginning of the Let's Play when I was showing you around DK Island? Well, banana fairies come from Banana Fairy Island, and they're going to be important to us later on in the game once we unlock a Kong who can interact with them. But for right now, we can't really do much with them. So, we're going to want to... Jeez, Donkey, you're a horrible throw. Go ahead and jump down here, grab some more orange grenades just for the heck of it. Let's give that a slam. Now that switch unlocks that area, remember I said by the Strong Kong barrel that didn't really seem to do anything? Now we can go in there with DK and pick up another one of his golden bananas. Ow! How did you respawn, you little cheap? Yeah, and unlike the big orange guys, those purple claptraps aren't as easily stunned. There we go, our third banana medal. Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of these bananas up here too. See, they're invincible to all of your attacks except for the grenades. Anything else will just bounce off them and won't even phase them. Go ahead and give them a quick grenade up the butt. Go ahead and grab these. And we're gonna use our, oh yeah, this is the other, this is actually an attack that will hurt them, is your music. No matter what instrument you use, it'll automatically kill every enemy within draw distance, I should say, or within hearing distance. So the llama wakes up, goes ahead, gets early morning loogie, and spits it right into the water, which somehow turns it from from lava into water, and we can go into that little hatch underneath. Yeah, this game is definitely a rare game. Disgusting bodily functions, yeah? Okay, so the little door is under here. We'll go ahead and go inside. Please, let me out! I'll help you defeat K.Rool! Donkey help funny monkey. Cool move, DK! I gotta get some fresh air! I'll help you by collecting blue bananas! Come and find me in the tag barrel! That is, my friends, Lanky Kong, our third Kong that we found in this game. As well, he also left us a golden banana. Apparently he was trying to find that when K.Rool caught him. But you can see, just by finding him, two more, we can already see where some blue bananas are appearing in this level. But, unfortunately, Lanky doesn't have his shooter yet. In fact, he doesn't have anything. You have to unlock each move with each Kong separately. So, we're gonna have to play around with Lanky a little bit before we can come in here and get some of his stuff back. So now, but we've actually done all of the things in here right now that we can do with Lanky, and there isn't anything with Donkey, I mean, and there isn't anything in there to do with Diddy. So we might as well just leave and go find that Strong Kong area and do that. Because I think, let's see, we've got two. Yeah, we've almost got all of Donkey's golden bananas in this area, just this level already. We're just short one aside from the Strong Kong area up here. Go ahead and give that claptrap a nice boot to the head, or foot to the head, as the case may be. Go ahead and jump across this. Now you can just run across the sand, but it's obviously it's gonna do damage. I don't know why I want to just take cheap damage. Just go ahead and jump into the Strong Kong barrel. Turn invincible, come across in here. Now see, with Strong Kong, I could try to go into one of the temples with it, but it wouldn't work, so... Okay, that's all 100. Donkey's actually really easy to complete this level. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff to track down. But this is actually introducing a new mechanic that we haven't faced yet, a bonus barrel. This means basically to get the golden banana that it's got inside of it, we've got to play a minigame. It's one of the most frustrating mechanics in this game.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Because these minigames are infuriating sometimes. Sneak around the maze to the checkered flag. Now this is actually, this one isn't so bad. Later ones of similar types will get really annoying, but this one isn't, because it's the first one, obviously. But basically, this game is Metal Gear Donkey. You've got to sneak around the maze, avoid the guards' flashlights, and make it to the exit before the timer runs out. Which I didn't do, because that's the wrong way. And this is all that happens if you get caught, or if you lose one of the minigames. You have the option to try again from the beginning. No big deal.
Bonus stage.
Stealthy Snoop. Now, it took me a while to realize what that crackling sound is when I was playing this game as a kid, but I finally figured it out at one point. Not too long ago, actually. I was playing this game again, and I heard that crackling sound, and I'm like, what is that sound? And then I got caught in a later... It was a later minigame of this. Same minigame, but a later version that's harder. And I got caught, and I heard the crackling sound, and I was looking, and apparently the crackling sound is when any of these guards use their walkie-talkie, which is kind of odd, because they're not actually saying anything, they're just kind of going... So here's the exit.
Well done!
You can't see it very well in the dark, but it's actually a checkered flag on the floor. But, yeah. So, we beat the minigame, and we got our third golden banana. Alright. And we unlocked the other number 5 banana warp. That's for, you might have been saying, how on earth do you get that banana balloon with Diddy? This is how. You just use the banana warp to get inside to the same area that you just were, that was previously only Donkey accessible, that is now accessible for anyone. But it's only of use to Diddy, since he's got the only interesting thing to find there. Now, I forget, is there anything of use over here by Snides? I didn't think so. Because I remember I've never actually visited that Snide before. I've actually skipped it and just given him the blueprints in later levels. So we can go over here and look at Lanky. He's the clown of the group. If you guys have seen the DK rap, you know he's basically the class clown of the Kong family. But we're not going to be using him yet. We have some other things we need to do with Diddy. We actually have another thing we're going to be doing with his Jet Bro. That's one thing I did forget to mention, is that every Kong also has a long jump with Z and A, but it isn't that useful because it's not much longer than a regular jump is, as long as you get a running start. Or a regular jump and then doing a jump attack in the air. So it's really just a wasted mechanic, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and this is the right one. Nope, it's not. So we just go ahead. I'm just gonna grab those bananas and a crystal coconut, because I'm awesome that way. And I'm going to swing around to the other side, to this other temple. Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for. There's a switch here. Go ahead and... Whoop, missed. There we go. Hit that. That makes the obelisk. Of course it's sentient. It's a rare game. What do you expect? Everything in this game is sentient, except for the sand itself, and maybe the trees. See, that's, you know, a long fall like that would have hurt me, but since I used my attack and my jump attack, you know, just by pressing A and then B, it's really, you know, it's not that hard to avoid damage. So, the obelisk said feed me. That should give you a pretty big clue. Obviously, we're firing edible ammunition out of our weapons, so you just jump on up to one of these trees. Any of the trees around the area will do, though the closer the better. I think there's another one that's better towards the entrance. You just have to keep firing peanuts or coconuts or grapes or any of the Kong's ammunition, and just keep firing it until you get relatively close to being in his mouth. And it'll see, the hitbox for this is a little screwy. It's like it doesn't hit it right when you think it should. But each hit, he doesn't go back to spinning slowly if you take your time. You know, like obviously I ran out of ammunition, so I had to go around and find some more. But if you need to, you can just you can do this, hit him like all but one of the times, and then come back another time. I don't know why you do that, but you can if you want to. It's not one of those things. It's not one of those horrible moves where the puzzle resets, but you're not given a timer that indicates the fact that that's going to happen. Now, I do have the camera in this game in free mode. There is a way to make it so that it always centers itself behind you, but I prefer having it in free mode because I feel it's a bit more under control that way. Otherwise, it's just swinging wildly. Like if I had it up here, then it would automatically pan all the way around to be behind me. When you have it in free mode, you can put it behind you by pressing R, sort of like Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, it's... There we go. And we got it. And of course, I wasted 4 more shots there. But that actually makes all of those switches over there appear. That's with one area in that temple. That temple actually has one room for each Kong that we can go into. Well, I say room, but it's actually more of a passageway. Anyway, we're going to be doing both donkeys and ditties now, and because that'll actually... I don't think it quite finishes off Diddy here, but it will finish off Donkey's things to do in this level. So, I can get out our gun. How did I miss? That's like I said, some of the hitboxes in this game, especially when you're shooting stuff, can be a little bit screwy. It's not horrible, it doesn't make the game unplayable or anything like that, it's just a little awkward. Okay, so these are actually the most menacing and creepy part of this entire level, if not of one of the entire game, because we have this Indiana Jones style temple with these weird grotesque faces all around the area and booby traps around almost every corner. See here, we got those TNT Kongs that were trying to blow us up on that minecart. Go ahead and chuck a grenade around the corner and blow them sky high! Not today! Okay, we got a purple claptrap here, just jump over him. Got another switch, jump up and hit it. Or not. Okay, we got, whoop, another purple claptrap. Okay, there's the golden banana. I'm going to want to go back and see what's to the right. I bet it's just a couple of banana coins, but I want to explore everything in this before I pick up the banana, and you'll see why in a minute. Now, I could kill these guys, but oh my gosh. Nope, they weren't. It wasn't banana coins! My bad. So, yeah, I'm actually going to kill these guys because I want to get that melon. I want to get their melons over here. Pick up some more ammo as well, why not? Okay, and now we're going to go up here and grab this. Now you want to remember to get out, how to get out, as well as how to get back in. Because this guy will snipe you to death if you don't get out within the time limit. He doesn't kill you instantly, but he will shoot you non-cessantly until you leave. Or until you die. So you want to get out, you want to remember how to get out of each of these areas, because he's in each one, and he will kill you. Honestly, he'll kill you. And that, you know what? When I was playing this as a kid, that gravelly get out sound was so scary that I never went into this temple. I never did. I left all of the goodies that are inside this area to be gotten later, or never, because I hate this area so much, or hated it as a kid. Now, you know, I've played scarier things like this. I've played scarier things than this. This isn't all that frightening, but just the atmosphere in this temple. I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit and let the atmosphere sink in a little bit. Isn't that creepy? This is actually one of Rare's best attempts at making something creepy that isn't even really that creepy. I mean, it's just a temple, but yet somehow they made it really, really creepy. I won't say scary. It's not scary, but it is creepy. It gives me the creeps every time I play this. I don't know why I did that. Maybe it was to break the mood. Clear the area up anyways. Sounds like we blew up some more barrels. Pop that. Like I said, you're going to want to collect as many goodies as you can. All of the goodies, if not as many as you can, if not all of them, before you actually pick up any golden bananas at these temples. Because otherwise, you're going to have to be collecting them under fire. So, go ahead and grab this. We now have 3 golden bananas with Diddy.
Get out.
And we have to get out. Oh, the atmosphere. That's the thing about these temples, is that the atmosphere in this one is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Okay, so that's done. Now, we've got both Diddy and Donkey's stuff done in that temple. And in... let me see. We only have 1 banana left to get with Diddy. So I think I'm going to stretch this episode out a little bit longer. I was thinking about ending it, but I'm going to stretch it out a little bit longer. And we're going to go to that other temple in the first area, the one with the llama. We haven't gone to that temple yet, have we? This one right up here. Now, you might think, well, there's no door. You can't really get into it this way. Go ahead and pop this balloon, so otherwise I will forget. Okay, but no, there's actually switches around each side of the temple. 4 switches in all, I believe. Because there are actually 4 different Kongs that can get in here, Diddy being one of them. Donkey is the only Kong who can't get into this temple. You hear that? That's a Kasplat. There's one around here somewhere. But not in here, I don't think. And who's this?
Sorry guys, I'm afraid they got me too.
Yep, that's another one of our Kong friends we've got to find and help out here. So, this area is actually fairly simple with Diddy. Just go ahead and stomp on that switch. You have to climb up these monkey tongues. See, this is I call it the Tiny Temple because that's the name of the Kong that we're going to be rescuing, Tiny Kong. But I think the Monkey Temple is just as fitting a name. So, you have to backflip up those. You can jump regularly up those tongues, I suppose, but it doesn't work quite as well, I don't think. And then this is the tricky part. You have to cross this really long bridge, and the camera angle just will not stay centered behind you. And it's really thin, it's really hard, and it will retract on you if you're not careful. Okay, so we made it. Go up here, play a little guitar solo. That causes all the enemies below to die, and it opens up the roof. Literally, we've rocked the roof open. Lifted the roof right off of this place. But the roof will thaw out. That area in the middle looked like water when we walked in, but it was actually ice. And that, opening the roof allowed the sun to come in and for it to thaw. So we got jump down. A nice, steaming pool now. Go ahead and grab some of these bananas down here as well. Now there's an enemy in here, in this next area, underwater. See that starfish there? That is an enemy. Don't touch it. Stay away from it. We'll be seeing a lot of those guys later on, but for right now, he doesn't have to worry about keeping out of their way. They're fairly easy to avoid, but annoying. Just like these. Go ahead and take that guy out. Now the claptraps, they almost always will spawn teeth unless you hurl a grenade at them, in which case they'll be instantly vaporized. So go ahead and chimpy charge this switch here. Didn't I kill you? So there's 4 letters to hit with Diddy's chimpy charge. K, N, G, and O. Gee, what do you think? We've got a spell! I can figure that out even without having to look at the puzzle. Yeah, we've got to spell out the word Kong. Go ahead and backflip up here. K-O. Shut up. N. Shut up! G.
Nice work, Diddy. Right then, I'll grab all the purple bananas I see. I'm up to the tank barrel, ready to kick Reptile butt.
Yeah, Tiny is the typical little Kong with that little girl with attitude, but like Lanky, she automatically makes her banana spawn as soon as we get her out of her cage. So we just got to go over here and grab this banana, and we got everything, all the golden bananas for Diddy in this level except for his blueprint. So, but to get that, we haven't even found his Kasplat yet. Well, remember the Kasplat that we heard before we actually entered this temple? Yeah, that's Diddy's. We just have to find him. Go ahead and get out of this temple here. See, there's nothing more for us to do with Diddy here. We have to come back here with both Lanky and Tiny, as well as the last Kong that we have to unlock later on in the game. And we'll find some more golden bananas and other goodies in there. But for right now, we're done. So we'll go ahead and, let me see. There we go. This tree over here has a jet barrel on the top of it, I believe. Yep. We're gonna go ahead and jump on in. Fly over here to the top of the same temple that we were just in. Well, hello there. Now, this is the great thing about the jet barrel. Since we also have the peanut popcorns at our disposal, we can just hover slightly away from him, out of his range, and just pelt him to death with peanuts. I'll go ahead and jump. See him climbing on here. The only way you can move is to actually climb up. You can't fall off of ledges like that. But, yeah, so we got our 4th Kong friend back. We have only one question mark left on the tag barrel, and a frame rate is dropping really low because of the sandstorm. Anyway, I'm going to be leaving you guys off here because in the next episode we're actually going to go back to Jungle Japes and do some more work there with our new Kong friends. Alright, so we'll see you guys next time with Let's Play Donkey Kong 64 Back to the Jungle.